Florida officials are taking away a woman's nursing license after they say she got caught having sex with her 15-year-old stepson. That news led us down a path of disturbing details that sheds light not only on the suspect's alleged actions, but the reaction from the victim's own family.
What's going on, you guys? AJ Tucker here with AJ Self-Defense, man. And this one is, to me, is disturbing, man. I post a lot of videos of male and female, but I've posted a lot of female teachers having sex with the students in that, that 13 to 11, 12, 13 to 15-year-old range. This one is a stepson situation where the woman was 35 years old or is 35 years old, and she had sex with a 15-year-old stepson. To make it worse, she's been with the father for a long time. So I'm gonna break down how this went down. So for weeks, the victim, which is the child, the 15-year-old victim, told authorities that she had been making inappropriate comments for weeks, and he had went to go stay with them on vacation with the two half siblings, and the husband works a lot of late nights. So one night, she went with him to play video games, and they was just relaxing, and she let him hit the THC vape, and she started making inappropriate comments. And then she went on to say, "Oh man, I'm so horny. I haven't had sex in 2 weeks." And the child victim did admit that he was infatuated with her. And so she started to say things like, "Oh man, you look like your dad when he was younger, when he was around this age," all sorts of stuff. And then, she asked him if he wanted to cuddle, and they did. And then things escalated from there to where they eventually end up having sex. The husband comes home and he catches them, and he's like, "What the bleep is going on?" And then he's yelling, he's raging. Of course, that's, who expects to come home to that, especially if they've been together for a long time. It's not like they just got together. They've been together for a long time. And so he's yelling at the son, and he's like, "You're staying at your grandma's. I can't believe you would do this to me." The son runs into the bathroom, and he's yelling. So the son said he's yelling and raging. He goes back to yell at the wife and says, "Hey, you're a monster. You're a child predator." He started calling her names like, "What the heck are you doing?" And that's when the woman starts to spin a tale. And she basically lied to the husband, and she said, "Oh, well, he, started doing this to me. Like he just looked like you when you was younger." And this other very descriptive stuff that she said that she was comparing the husband to when they was younger. If you know what I'm talking about, she was comparing all of them basically. So she said that when the son started, I told him to stop it. He wouldn't stop. So she was basically accusing the son of, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was basically saying that the son was forcing her, and she was telling him to stop, and that he wouldn't stop. And the husband goes back, and he goes to the son. The son says, "I thought he was going to beat me with a belt, but the father decided not to." So then he throws the kid in the car, and he's yelling at him, saying stuff like, "Hey, you ruined my life." He stops at the store, goes in, gets a 6-pack of beer, and he starts to drink. And I think he drops him off at the grandma's house. And so that's very sad. And then the family tries to cover it up. They're trying to cover it up. But basically he was telling the son, like, "You ruined my life. Don't ever come here, again. You're staying with your grandma." So for him to, to turn on his son like that, for the woman who did that to him is crazy work to me. Because the son was basically put in a situation where, at 15, by law, you're not able to make your own decisions. And so if she didn't initiate that stuff, it never happens. It never happens. And no, she's 100% responsible. Yeah, he did what he did, but at 15 years old, golly. And no, maybe she was making sexual comments to him for weeks. That's what he said. But maybe she's been making comments to him longer than he even knows. Maybe he was being groomed for years and didn't even know it. And then now she escalated that thing real fast. So just crazy work. And then now she's a nurse as well. And so they're definitely going after her nursing license. They're stripping her of her nursing license until she's able to be proven innocent or guilty. Because even though you're innocent until proven guilty, if you are responsible for other people's lives, then they can strip you of your license if you're like a doctor or a nurse or something like that, because they say, "Hey, you are you're basically a hazard. You're a safety hazard to other people." Like, a person who would do that to a child, you can't be working on people. You can't be doing that. So her nursing license is definitely getting ready to be gone. I don't know what the situation is with her and the husband, but for her to say, "Oh, you remind me of my husband when he was that age. You look so much like him," and saying all this stuff to him, that's a twisting of the mind right there. I don't even know how that man's gonna recover. I don't know what they're gonna do, but just another crazy scenario. So when I talk about these stories, I'm talking about how, different attacks can happen from all angles. It's not just about the person jumping out of the bushes and grabbing you. It's not about the person just pulling a gun on you and saying, "Hey, give me all your stuff." It's when it comes to self-defense and personal safety, it can happen anywhere, anytime, any moment. Anybody can be a monster. Anybody can be a predator. That's all I got for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.